course, this message still stands, but I'm gonna switch it up because I'm doing a new project, and I think a new message would be fun. This is part of New Year's resolution to use this board for my YouTube videos, because I think I bought a very similar board last year, and then I didn't for YouTube videos, but I didn't actually do much with them. And now I need to get my money's worth. So I have letters in this box that has like indicated, so I don't lose it. Yeah, so the pink dress is one that's quite like nostalgic for me, because the only reason I made it was for a dance video shoot, and the team decided that they want pink, and I never wear pink, and then I bought a pink dress and it looked really ugly, so I decided I'd just make it. Even though I didn't really have much skills, I still did it. And then immediately after I made the pink dress, I went to get my ears pierced with my sister. Then I wore the dress. And then, I did shoots with another photog. He made fairy wings. So I did a shoot with the pink dress. I did a lot. I went to my sister's ROM wedding in the pink dress. And then later on the fantasy ball, and I didn't have any short notice ball-like clothes. This was like the closest, and then I wore it to the ball, making wings for it. So I made wings for it, and then I went to the ball, and then my friend was inspired, and then we made a video out of it. So this dress it went through a lot, and it's pretty nice. So I thank its existence. But if you can tell just by it hanging there, that the inside, the part that's supposed to be opaque, sweetheart, has never been standing right. So that is one of the things that I hope to fix for this time around. And then the other thing is that it was the tulle layer was supposed to be a very nice V at the back, and then this was zipped up. At some point I couldn't zip it up because there's no ease or anything, and then so I made it laced up instead, and then I added the wings. And then now I can't wear it even if I want to wear a pink dress for any like specific fancy dress thing. So this is like she has evolved into solely a fantasy dress that is only gonna be worn for shoots or like big events. I can't wear it like to pierce my ears or something like that, right? So so I'm remaking it. I'm the most of the design would follow my original design because I like my design. There's nothing I really need to change about it. But one of the things that I am changing about it is that in my previous design, I was requested to make a plain pink dress because everyone's wearing a solid pink dress, so it's not good to to like show up way more effort than other people, even though I'm making my own dress. Like, you know, you have a group of people and then one person wear a floral pink dress when everyone else is wearing a solid pink dress. You're just asking for attention. so I stuck with solids. Even when I said that I shouldn't be being too extra, I still went ahead and sewed like roses and vines all over my dress. So it is already more than just a solid pink dress, because I don't like it solid pink. I need something. So that's what's up. Yeah. So now that I have a chance to make it again, and it's for my own like social dance thing, there's like no criteria of anything. I have a two pink fabric that I bought on impulse one time, and I feel like it's perfect for this project, and it gives off the same vibe as sewing leaves and flowers on top of a plain pink dress. In fact, I guess it gives more oomph than that. It also has strawberry dress vibes. What's that thing called? It's those fancy dresses that everyone is making. It has that kind of vibes. Bridgerton vibes. It also has that kind of vibes. But I don't think my design is very Bridgerton. Yeah, I'm not really changing my design, but I'm gonna work with the fabric I've got to make it. The only thing I'm gonna improve out of my design is that I was thinking either to make it a structured inside dress, or I need to make straps and then have it loose, so it's gonna be supported by straps. So that's the only change I'm making, is either the boning or straps. I'm leaning towards straps, even though like kind of straps would change the silhouette a little bit, but I'm leaning towards straps because I kind of don't want a dress, don't want to grow out of a dress again. So if I had straps, I can make the dress a bit looser and I can still fit into it after like maybe 2 years, so I don't have to change it into that. Because I actually don't like lacing, even though lacing is really cute and I really like lacing most of the time. But I didn't like the lacing because I really like the elegant V that comes cleanly to the center, and having an invisible zip that you can't see anything, then it looks so close. Yeah, it will look nicer. That's all I think about. Yeah. So I'm making the one pink dress from 2020, and wish me luck and an improvement this time. And I'll take more shots of this dress before I tear it apart. So I thought it would be fun if I do some best case scenario talk. Like I'm just gonna talk through what the steps I'm gonna do and see at what point it's gonna change. I'm gonna make the inside dress first. So I've ripped out the dress, and this is the skirt of it, and this is the rest of it. This is the inside dress, and then I made a new pattern. Also made a new pattern out of the overlay fabric. This was the sleeve, the old sleeve, that's made out of the dusty pink dress that was so ugly on me, but then I used it on the sleeve, and I also used it on the overlay at the outside. So there's 2 layers here. So one of a shimmery pink and one of a dusty pink with gold things. So yeah, that's why it looks discolored. People thought it was because I didn't wash my dress. But yeah, it's discolored because of the tool I used was a warm neutral pink. Yeah. So grabbing those patterns and upsizing them because they were too small for me. And then so the next like actual step is that I'm gonna make the inside dress by making 2 layers of the borders and then 1 layer of the skirt, and then straps. And then I attach them all together, and then I'm gonna make the overlay. I didn't expect myself to come to a detour so early in the project, because I literally only sewed 1 layer and not even finished it. but I've expanded the pattern and it's too much. I've expanded it too much. I already know that. And then the other thing that is bigger than this is that I realized it looked nicer if I actually sew the sheer panels into the side seam, so I don't have to care about the seaming on the sheer panel, because then it would be hidden inside with the lining. Okay, so I pinned everything on everything that I've made, I guess. And then so my comment the other time was that I might not use the scallop because it might interfere with my neckline. My original neckline is slightly curved, and if I use the scallop it would be like completely straight. But also I thought it would be very distracting at the back because I really like the V idea. But I've pinned the V and the scallop looks really nice on the V. So now it makes me want to go with the scallop again. And hopefully it's not that bad. The other thing is that maybe I can cut the scallop off and then sew it back onto the curve. That might be an option. That might be a pretty cool option. But yeah. I don't think the strap kills it. I think it's nice. Yeah, I quite like it. It is very pink. So this is 2-layer of the glitter too. I don't think it's 2, but the glitter material. So that's how it looks like. I think it's great. So far, I think my biggest problem, at least on this mannequin, it looks like my biggest problem is the gapping at the arms. But so far, it looks really nice on a mannequin, but the mannequin is a lot smaller than me, so it's dangerous. I don't know. Right now, the armhole is really tight on me, but I want to blame it on seam allowance. I'm not so sure though. But I don't know. I also think it might be easy to fix, so I'll deal with it another time. Yeah. I did fix some of the things. So I removed mainly I just removed the sheer layer and make it 2 separate pieces. Because, yeah, the decision to put them together was also quite last minute. And yeah, I just realized that it was a bad decision and decided to put them separately. And the reasoning is that when I attached it into the side seam, there's things like the skirt that couldn't be well hidden inside. Yeah, and that took a lot of time because then my side seam was not like done with the pillow effect. So yeah, a lot of raw edges to think about. So now there is side seam on the mesh layer and side seam on the inside dress layer, which doesn't look too bad. So yeah, and then the armhole thing, I've fixed that gaping, but I have to cut a new armhole, which I don't feel like doing it now because it's late and I can make mistakes. Yeah. There's a slight mishap here because when I initially pinned it, I think I pinned it with the curve going like this way towards the end, so it's more V. Now it's not very V and I'm a bit upset about it, but that's not a thing that's easy to fix. And in fact, I don't think it's wise to fix that unless I cut new panels, which is a waste of fabric, so no. Yeah, just live with that regret, Jamie. I honestly went back to the original plan and having just made the inside dress on its own. The back is no zips yet, and different size from the mannequin, but that's how it looks like. I feel like the waistline is all wonky, but it's an inside dress. I'm not sure. It looked funny on the mannequin and it looked Not straight on the mannequin, but it looked okay on me, so I don't have to redo it. I asked my brother to pin myself in. It felt fine in the pinning. I guess I burst out of it because it's just 2 clips. I don't have to redo this. So I want to redo this mesh thing. So when I added the pink under that mesh, it became very itchy and it was very dangerous because it made it feel like a costume piece instead of a normal dress. So I took everything off. I tried it and it didn't look quite nice, so I took everything off. That's why it looks like this now. And today I can't work on it, but I finally added sleeves, and then yeah, I think that was the last update. The skirt. Yeah, the rest is already cut. It's just not assembled, and I'm thinking about how I'm supposed to assemble it, but not today. So currently, I completely abandoned the glitter fabric because if I abandon it, my whole project will be a warm pink. That's why I abandoned it. Since I abandoned it for the top, then I abandoned it for the bottom also. I mean, it's not as poofy as before now. The skirt used to be poofier, but I'm still using half of the old skirt, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, I stitched across the mesh initially, one around, so I have a guide of where to sew the skirt part on, so it's relatively straight. I'm not so sure if it'll end up being straight, but that's the hope. And then so now I'm gathering in quarters, I think. Except for the back. This is, yeah, quarters. I'm gathering in quarters. So I'll gather and put it up. I don't know how much I can get done today because I need to feed my sister's cats again. I'm a cat auntie. I have this too, which is a completely sheer. It's cool, but it's so sheer that you can't tell much. Yeah. It just is. I don't think it's long enough to have a nice bow at the back. But do I need a bow at the back? I'm not sure. And I need something to cover this raw edge. I sewed it on top, so now I have no choice but to have to cover it because why did I sew it exposed? It's funny that I have this ribbon lying around in my sewing studio for so long. I really didn't know why it's there, and don't know what to use with it. It was like a baby pink, like ballerina, that coquette vibes. And then I really didn't know what I was gonna use with it. But this looks great, so it's gonna be on this. Do you know that people say I look good in pink, yet I don't feel it? It's so strange. I don't know if it was an improvement from the previous one or not. Definitely is slightly better in sewing wise. Probably. I have a pink dress. I don't feel like I tried it on. I'm not gonna show you until the end for more mystery, maybe. But I'm hemming the skirt. And yeah, and waiting for some velvet trims to come. Hopefully it's the correct color, because the previous two that I bought isn't the color that I want, and I kind of still want velvet. One is too purple and one is too peach. And now I bought a new one, which is an in-between. It still looks a little bit purple, but it's like less purple than the purple, you know? Yeah. Why do I have so many pink trims? I don't even like pink. It's stupid. I did instead have another idea on how I can make wings that is detachable. So I saw this Pinterest image. Maybe Pinterest was listening to me and sent me this image, and I'm like, that is cute. Maybe. So it's a collar. You know how much I like collars? I don't know if you know how much I like collars. I like making a detachable collar to add to an outfit. I did that for Lolita a few times. But you can make a collar and have the wings attached to the back of the collar. And then, so I can wear or not wear the collar. That's the idea. So yeah, I can transform this dress to a fairy dress anytime. So that might be a future project. That really might be a future project. I want to have more patience than I did when I made my original wing. Cause yeah, my original wing is like beaded and stuff. If I didn't have put on the drawing, if I didn't draw more lines on it, I would reuse that wing. But since I drew a bunch of stuff that I hated and I couldn't control Z, this wing is not it. Yeah, so technically I'm done. I'm just like trying to burn time, I guess, figuring out what else I could do, because it doesn't feel finished, but I'm technically done, you know. So I'm going back and fixing something that I've been disappointed about and was hesitant to fix, and in the end fixing. So this is one of them. This is I remember I said that when I pinned it on, I really liked the scallop V, but then when I actually sewed it, like, I think it's just the way I cut it, it was not a V, it was like a U, and I was a bit disappointed with the U. And since I'm not doing anything about the sash, I decided I'll do something about the V. The other reason that I decided that I'm gonna redo this V thing is because initially I had a button clasp up here. If it's all captured in video, I had a button clasp up here, and it was very hard to reach for me to attach that, because it's neither at the top of my my neck or at the bottom of my back, which is where things are usually attached, so that you can have your hands go over your neck or under your waist, but by your waist, over your waist, what? Something like that. So the button being like neither here nor there was actually quite hard to do up on my own. This dress is already not gonna be a go to work dress, no matter what. So I don't want it to be a hassle, you know. I don't want it to be a dress that I can't wear without having help. I think that will cross a line that will be even further than the line that is a dress that has no sleeves, that I can't wear over things that have sleeves, which this dress already crossed that line. So it is already fancier than anything. Yeah, I was so excited to make this dress. Now I'm like just deflated. It's damn stupid. It's a V now. Even though I must admit that it is not as nicely scalloped as it would be if it wasn't cut and sewn on. Look at how that side is straighter and that side's wavier. And this side's wavier. Whatever. But it's a V now. Yay. Fun fact about this button is that it came from the original pink dress that I bought from Taobao that looked so bad on me, but I saved the button and I used it as decoration on the original dress. And then when I took that dress apart, I took all my decorations apart also, and I used it back on this dress as a little clasp. Also, it's big and obnoxious enough to cover up any messiness over here. Haha. I should have taken a video much earlier than I did, because they're looking aged now. I stole flowers from work today because they were too short, and it's either throw them away or bring them home, so I bring them home. Anyway, I think the dress is done. When I'm more free, I'll take videos of finished shots. I only honestly do not know if it's an upgrade or not, because there are things that I prefer with my old dress and there's things that are fixed in the new dress. And yeah, at least this dress fits me now. I can actually wear it comfortably without having like a fix of a lace up. Yeah, the zips are sewn in nice. It doesn't catch with the netting. But the netting is cheaper feeling. It is like plasticky, more plasticky than the previous one. Yeah, it looks like it has less detail because detail's all on the mesh and it's not done by me. It's like the original fabric that I got. So it looks like it has more detail and less detail at the same time. I've missed opportunities on this dress because, I could have made it for Valentine's Day and I didn't, and then I could have made it for Raphael's birthday, but I didn't. So yeah, I'm watching Wicked with a friend, maybe end of this month, so I am gonna wear this dress to that. It's a perfect dress. You get to hear my ramblings. Do you? Is this cut off? Jimmy, is this cut off from the video? I don't know.